Hello everyone! Did you know that some of the vitamins you're taking for your health might actually be quietly weakening your legs? Over 74% of Americans over 60 take vitamins or supplements every day. And also, nearly 1 in 3 seniors over 70 in the US struggles with leg strength loss, a condition called sarcopenia. And while exercise and protein are key to fighting it, there's something else that could be working against you: spoiled, poor quality, or unclear origin vitamin supplements. You'll learn what to avoid, how to spot spoiled products, and what labels to trust, because not all vitamins are created equal. If you take supplements regularly or help care for someone who does, this might be one of the most important videos you watch this year. Let's get into it. Number 1, vitamin A. Too much can weaken your legs and bones. Let's start with something surprising: vitamin A. It's often seen as a good thing, great for your eyes, your skin, even your immune system. But for seniors, especially over 60, the wrong kind of vitamin A, or too much of it, can quietly harm your leg strength. Here's why. When vitamin A builds up in your system, something that happens more easily as we age, it can cause toxicity. And one of the first places it shows up? Your bones and muscles. A major study in the New England Journal of Medicine found that women over 60 who had high intakes of vitamin A had a 60% higher risk of hip fractures. That's not just about bones, it's about balance, mobility, and the strength in your legs that helps you stay independent. It gets worse when the supplement itself is spoiled or from a low-quality source. Vitamin A is fat-soluble, and if it's been exposed to heat or stored poorly, it can break down into harmful compounds. That means even a regular dose might stress your liver, affect your nervous system, or lead to that deep muscle fatigue in your legs that just won't go away. So what can you do? First, skip the megadoses. The safe daily amount for seniors is about 700 milligrams for women and 900 milligrams for men. And second, get it from food. Colorful vegetables like carrots, spinach, and sweet potatoes give your body beta-carotene, a form it can safely convert to vitamin A only when needed. If you're already taking a supplement, check the label. Look for quality seals like USP or NSF. Avoid expired or discolored pills, and never take anything with a strong odor. And if you have liver problems or fragile bones, ask your doctor to check your vitamin A levels before adding anything new. A lot of folks over 60 are trying to stay ahead of aging, but with this vitamin, too much might be setting you back. Comment 1 if you've ever taken vitamin A without really thinking about how much was too much. Number 2, vitamin B3. You knew it could cause flushing, but what about weak legs? Let's be honest, many of us over 60 have read the warnings on the bottle. May cause flushing. Take with food to reduce side effects. And yet, a lot of folks still take high-dose niacin supplements hoping to boost circulation or support cholesterol. We've heard the side effects, we've felt the warm flush in the face, but what we don't always talk about is what it's doing to our legs. Here's the part that matters. Niacin, especially in large doses or from unclear sources, can damage your liver. And when your liver starts to struggle, it affects how your muscles function, especially in the lower body. Some seniors taking over 500 mils a day have reported leg pain, muscle fatigue, even weakness while walking, and in cases with underlying diabetes or heart disease, the risks are even higher. In one case, a man in his 60s developed acute hepatitis after drinking energy drinks packed with niacin. Another study found that niacin offered no real muscle benefit for seniors and might even worsen glucose control 300. On top of that, many niacin supplements sold online or imported from unknown sources may degrade over time. Spoiled niacin doesn't just lose potency, it can create toxic byproducts that upset the stomach, damage tissues, and cause inflammation that makes leg movement harder, not easier. Here's what you can do. Stick to safe levels. 16 mg a day for men, 14 mg for women over 60. Get niacin from fish, chicken, whole grains, and nuts, not pills. And if you are using a supplement, check the label for USP or NSF certification. Discard anything that smells strange, looks clumpy, or has no clear origin. If you feel muscle pain, fatigue, or flushing, pause, let your doctor know. We all want to stay sharp and strong, but pushing through something your body's already warning you about, that's not strength, that's risk. Comment 2. If you've ever taken a supplement you knew had side effects, just hoping it would still help. Number 3. Vitamin B6. When numbness in your legs isn't just getting older, you ever get that weird tingling in your legs? Or maybe your feet feel numb some mornings, but you brush it off thinking it's just age, poor circulation, or maybe you sat too long. For a lot of seniors, that's exactly what they assume. But here's what they don't realize. Vitamin B6, when taken in high doses or from poor quality supplements, can quietly damage your nerves, and the first place it often shows up is in your legs. That's right, this isn't just about too much of a good thing. It's about taking B6 in forms your body can't handle, or from products that weren't made or stored properly. Over time, this can lead to peripheral neuropathy, numbness, tingling, even weakness in your legs. And the scary part? You might not feel it coming until it's already affecting your balance. The NIH has warned that doses above 5,100 milligrams per day, often found in multivitamins or nerve support blends, can cause nerve damage, especially in older adults with kidney problems or diabetes. A 2017 study in the Journal of Clinical Neuromuscular Disease found that even otherwise healthy seniors experienced neuropathy when using B6 supplements above safe levels 300. And what if the supplement has spoiled? B6 is sensitive to moisture and heat. If stored improperly, it can break down into compounds that irritate the nervous system even more, especially for people with lower immune function. Think of the damage building quietly, one pill at a time. So, what's the smart move? Stick to the safe range, 1.7 mils per day for men, 1.5 mils for women. Get your B6 from foods like bananas, potatoes, or fortified cereal. And if you do use a supplement, look for USP or NSF certified products. Avoid anything clumped, expired, or missing a proper label. Most importantly, don't ignore the signs. If your legs feel off, don't just chalk it up to getting older. Ask your doctor to test your B6 levels. It's a simple blood test that could save you from long-term nerve damage. Have you ever noticed pins and needles in your feet or calves but didn't know why? Drop a 3 in the comments if this made you look at your supplements a little differently. Number 4, vitamin E. Looks harmless, but may quietly weaken your muscles. For many seniors, vitamin E sounds like a safe bet. It's in your multivitamin, it's in heart-healthy blends, and some folks even take extra thinking it helps fight aging. But if you're over 60, and especially if you take blood thinners or heart meds, vitamin E might be working against you, not for you. Here's the issue. High-dose vitamin E can interfere with how your blood clots. That raises your risk of bleeding both internally and around the muscles. Yes, even in your legs. On top of that, vitamin E is fat-soluble and often comes in oil-filled capsules. If those capsules go rancid due to heat, moisture, or poor storage, they don't just lose potency. They break down into compounds that trigger oxidative stress, a fancy way of saying damage inside your muscles. And that damage can lead to weakness or slow recovery. A 2015 study published in JAMA linked high-dose vitamin E over 1,000 IU per day to increased mortality in older adults 300. Meanwhile, research from Nutrients in 2020 showed that even when taken properly, vitamin E did not improve muscle strength in seniors. In other words, there's little benefit and plenty of risk if you're not careful. What should you do instead? Stick to the recommended daily intake, 15 milligrams or 22.4 IU for adults over 60. Get your vitamin E from real food, nuts, seeds, and leafy greens, not high-dose pills. Check for spoilage, a rancid smell, soft capsules sticking together, or cloudy oil are red flags, and only use supplements that clearly show USP or NSF certification. If you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, ask your doctor before using any vitamin E supplement. It might look like a safe little capsule, but it could quietly make your legs feel weaker and your health harder to manage. If you've ever picked a supplement just because the label said antioxidant, this might be a good time to flip it over and read the fine print. Number 5, vitamin K, when vitamin that balances blood throws you off balance. If you've been told to eat more greens for bone health, you're not alone. And if you've also been told to watch your greens because you're on a blood thinner, yup, also not alone. That's the tricky thing about vitamin K. It sounds like something your body needs, and it is. But for seniors, especially those taking medications like warfarin too much, or the wrong form, can send your blood and your balance out of sync. Vitamin K plays a major role in blood clotting. When it's steady, it helps prevent bleeding. But when it suddenly spikes, say, from a high-dose supplement or a poorly made capsule, it can reduce the effectiveness of your blood thinner. That throws off your INR levels, raises clotting risks, and leads to complications many seniors don't link to their supplements. And there's another layer. Some low-quality or spoiled vitamin K products don't deliver what they claim. A 2019 Journal of Nutrition study found that nearly 42% of seniors were deficient, but using unclear origin supplements didn't always help. In fact, they sometimes made things worse, causing confusion in lab results or offering forms of vitamin K your body couldn't absorb 300. What does that mean for your legs? Poor clotting, fragile bones, and unpredictable interactions can all contribute to weakness, instability, and a higher risk of falls. So what's the right way to handle vitamin K? Stick to food-based sources like leafy greens, broccoli, and soybeans, which your body absorbs slowly and naturally. Unless your doctor says you're deficient, avoid supplements altogether, especially if you're on any medication that affects clotting. And if you are using a supplement, it must come from a USP or NSF certified brand with transparent sourcing and clear dosages. Most importantly, stay consistent. Don't go from no greens to a green smoothie every morning. That kind of swing is what throws your meds and your health off balance. If you take blood thinners, keep a log of what you eat and bring it to your doctor. You don't need to avoid vitamin K, you just need to keep it steady and safe. Number 6, vitamin C. Great for a cold, but not for your legs. We've all heard it. Vitamin C boosts immunity, so it's no surprise many seniors take it daily, sometimes in big doses. A little extra during flu season, maybe a fizzy tablet every morning. Sounds harmless, but here's the truth. Vitamin C doesn't do much for your leg strength, and in some cases it can even make things worse, especially if you're taking too much or using low-quality products. Here's what happens. High doses, over 2,000 milligrams per day, can increase your risk of kidney stones, especially in older men, and once that happens, you're dealing with more than discomfort. The dehydration and inflammation that follow can lead to leg cramps, fatigue, and weakness. It's a chain reaction that starts with good intentions and ends with limited mobility. The risk is even greater with spoiled or powdered forms. Vitamin C breaks down easily in heat or moisture. Opened powders, exposed to air, can oxidize and turn toxic, creating byproducts that irritate your gut, upset your balance, and strain your body's ability to regulate minerals. One 2013 study in JAMA Internal Medicine linked high-dose vitamin C in older adults to a significant rise in kidney stone cases, 300. And recent research from the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease showed that while vitamin C may help with cognition, it doesn't improve muscle strength in seniors. So, if your goal is stronger legs, this isn't the magic fix. Here's what to do instead. Stick to the RDA, 90 ml/day for men, 75 ml/day for women over 60. Get your C from real food. Oranges, bell peppers, strawberries, they work just fine. Avoid powdered vitamin C unless it's clearly labeled and sealed from moisture. Discard any clumpy or yellowed powders. Always look for USP or NSF certification to ensure safety and potency. You don't need to fear vitamin C, but don't expect it to do a job it's not built for. When it comes to leg strength, the answers lie elsewhere. Have you ever taken vitamin C for energy or muscle recovery? You're not alone, but now you know where it helps and where it doesn't. So, if vitamin C isn't the answer, what actually helps your legs stay strong after 60? This isn't about avoiding all vitamins, it's about knowing what to use, how much, and how to store them safely. Let's shift gears. Now that we've gone through the risky stuff, it's time to talk about what really works. Nutrients with real, proven benefits for leg muscles in older adults. Nothing fancy, nothing hyped, just solid, well-researched support for seniors who want to walk steady and move freely. Number 7, vitamin D, quietly powerful if you get the dose right. You don't feel it working, you don't get a boost of energy, but if your legs feel weaker lately or you've stumbled more than usual, low vitamin D might be quietly part of the problem. Vitamin D isn't just about bones. It helps your muscles contract and stay strong, especially the ones that keep you standing and steady. As we age, our skin doesn't make it as efficiently from sunlight. And if you don't drink fortified milk or get enough from food, your levels drop, and so does your leg strength. A 2021 study in the Journal of Neurology found that older adults who got enough vitamin D had better balance, stronger legs, and fewer falls. Meanwhile, the NIH estimates that 1 in 5 seniors has a deficiency, often without knowing it. But more isn't always better. Doses over 4,000 IU can cause weakness, fatigue, or kidney strain. For seniors over 70, 800 IU per day is the sweet spot. Look for vitamin D3 and make sure it's USP certified to guarantee quality. Add a daily walk, some light leg lifts, or resistance band exercises, and you've got a winning combo for staying upright and independent. Not sure if you're low? Ask your doctor for a quick blood test. One small fix could give your legs exactly what they've been missing. Number 8. Vitamin B12. The nerve vitamin that keeps your legs in touch. You might think of vitamin B12 as an energy booster or something for memory, but here's something most people don't realize. Your legs need B12 just to move the right way. That's because B12 plays a critical role in your nervous system. It keeps the messages flowing between your brain and your muscles, especially the long nerves that run down to your feet. When B12 runs low, those nerves start to misfire. You might feel numbness, tingling, or a weird sense of imbalance. And for many seniors, that's mistaken as just getting older. A 2020 study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that B12 deficiency in older adults was directly linked to slower walking speeds, poor coordination, and increased fall risk. The problem? As we age, our stomachs make less acid, so even if we eat B12-rich foods, we don't always absorb it. If your legs feel weak, wobbly, or disconnected, it's worth checking. The recommended daily amount is 2.4 micrograms, but many seniors need more, sometimes 500 to 1,000 mg/day, especially if absorption is poor. Look for supplements labeled USP or NSF certified, and choose forms like methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin. You don't have to live with that off feeling in your feet. Ask your doctor for a B12 blood test. It's simple, and it might explain more than you think. Number 9. Protein, not just for bodybuilders. It's for your legs, too. You hear protein, and you might picture gym guys with shaker bottles, but here's the twist. After 60, your body needs more protein than when you were younger. Not to bulk up, but to hold on to the strength you already have. As we age, our muscles start to shrink, a condition called sarcopenia. It hits the legs hardest. You might notice getting up from a chair takes more effort, or that walking long distances leaves your legs heavy. Often it's not lack of will, it's lack of protein. Research published in Nutrients showed that seniors who consumed enough protein, 1.2 to 2 grams per kilo of body weight per day, had stronger legs, better balance, and lower risk of falls. And here's the best part. Even a little resistance exercise, like using bands or walking, helps your body use that protein more effectively. If eating big meals is hard, try breaking it up. Eggs for breakfast, tuna salad for lunch, Greek yogurt, or protein shake in the afternoon. Choose products that are USP certified and avoid powders with added sugars or vague ingredients. And remember, it's not about looking younger, it's about moving with confidence. Think about this. When was the last time you had 20 grams of protein at breakfast? That one change could help your legs stay steady for years to come. Let's pull it all together. What hurts and what helps after 60. So now you've heard it. Vitamin D helps your muscles contract, B12 keeps your nerves sharp, and protein gives your legs the fuel they need to keep moving strong. But before we close, let's take a moment to step back and look at the full picture. Because while some nutrients give you strength, others, especially when taken the wrong way, might quietly take it away. We started with the 6 worst offenders. Vitamin A, when taken in excess or from poor quality sources, weakens bones and muscles and raises fracture risk. Vitamin B3 niacin sounds energizing, but it can strain the liver and lead to leg fatigue, especially if you're already managing heart or blood sugar issues. Vitamin B6 in high doses damages nerves, starting with a little tingling in the feet and leading to real balance problems. Vitamin E interferes with blood clotting and can break down into harmful compounds if stored poorly, risking your muscle health. Vitamin K, though necessary, can throw off blood thinner medications if it's not stable, and that creates dangerous swings for the entire body. And vitamin C, harmless in small amounts, but when overused or spoiled, may lead to kidney stones, leg cramps, and no added strength benefit. What ties all these together isn't just the dose, it's the quality, the storage, the hidden risks when supplements are unclear in origin or past their prime. Then we shifted into the solutions, the 3 that actually make a difference. Vitamin D at the right dose helps stabilize your body from the ground up. Vitamin B12, often low in seniors, protects your nerves so your legs stay steady. And protein, the building block of strength, becomes even more important after 60, not less. So now, the question isn't whether you need supplements, it's whether you're taking the right ones at the right dose from the right source for the right reason. And that's the kind of thinking that keeps you standing tall. Also, not all supplements are bad. This video helps you avoid the few that may work against your leg strength if used improperly. And that's where it all comes together. Because in the end, staying strong after 60 isn't about chasing the latest health trend or stacking more pills on your shelf. It's about knowing what truly works, what your body actually needs, and letting go of the rest. When you take the right steps with the right support, your legs hold steady, you walk longer, you move easier, you feel like yourself again, not younger but stronger in this season of life. So if today's video helped you look at your routine a little differently, share it with someone you care about. Talk to your doctor, check those labels, rethink what's in your cabinet. And tell us below, what's one change you're ready to make for your health this week? You're not just adding years to life, you're adding strength to the years you've earned. Follow HEALZO for more honest, practical tips on senior health, because we're here to walk with you every step of the way.